If you are seeing this video, it is not by chance. It is a deliberate, targeted signal from your own future that a monumental win is imminent in your life. This isn't just a feeling, it's a measurable quantum phenomenon called reality convergence, where a high-probability future timeline begins to merge with and overwrite your present. Stay with me. This is not theory. This is the operating manual for the final stage of your transformation. In the next 50 minutes, I will show you the physics that prove this is real, reveal the 3 undeniable signs that it's happening to you now, and give you the exact protocol to lock this victory in so that it cannot be reversed. This framework isn't based on vague spirituality or wishful thinking. It is based on established quantum principles like timeline superposition and retrocausality. Superposition simply states that, until observed, all potential realities exist simultaneously. You have lived in a sea of maybes, a fog of infinite potentials. But through your work, your focus, your unwavering intent, you have given one of those timelines so much energy that it has achieved a kind of gravitational dominance. It has begun to pull you in. Retrocausality is the scientifically validated concept that the future can influence the past, that an effect can ripple backward in time and precede its cause. What you are feeling today is the effect of a victory that is your cause tomorrow. This is why you've been feeling that strange, almost unbearable mix of exhilaration and terror. You feel so close. You can taste it. You can feel the texture of this new reality on the edges of your awareness, yet it hasn't fully materialized in your 3D world, and the gap between what you know is coming and what you currently see is creating a deep, resonant anxiety, a cognitive dissonance that is shaking you to your core. You're terrified of messing it up, of taking a wrong step at the last second, of saying the wrong thing, of allowing one moment of doubt to shatter the entire delicate structure. You are afraid of losing it all right at the finish line. That feeling is not a sign of failure. It is the primary symptom of timeline convergence. It is the friction burn of 2 realities merging into one. It is the proof that the process is not only working, it is in its final critical stage. If you feel the powerful synchronicity of this message finding you at this exact moment, treat it as your first sign. Acknowledge it by hitting the like button now. It's an energetic agreement with the universe. So, what exactly happens before a quantum leap? It begins with a signal like this one, a pattern interrupt, a message that seems to speak directly to the deepest, most secret part of your soul, confirming what your intuition has been screaming at you for weeks. You are on the verge of a breakthrough. The simplest way to understand this complex event is through a metaphor I call the quantum echo. Imagine your victory. That massive, life-altering success you've been working towards has already happened. It is a sealed event in your near future. It is as real and solid as the ground beneath your feet. Like a colossal lightning strike just over the horizon, the event itself has already occurred on a higher timeline. What you are experiencing right now is not the event, but its echo. You are hearing the thunder of a victory that has already struck. That strange certainty you feel in quiet moments, that's the echo. The synchronicities that have been accelerating around you, that's the echo. The intense anxiety and fear of losing it all, that is also the echo. The sound of your old reality structure cracking under the pressure of the new one arriving. You are not hoping for a storm to come. You are living inside its approaching thunder. This is not about hope. It is not about faith in the abstract. It is about physics. It's about engineering. By the end of this video, you will move from anxiously hoping for a win to confidently engineering its final arrival. You will go from being a passenger on a timeline to being its pilot. Your win is not something you are chasing. It is something you are now finally ready to receive. So, if that terror and excitement is the symptom, what is the cause? And more importantly, what is the cure for the fear that it might all slip away? To understand this, we need to go deeper than surface-level motivation and into the very architecture of reality itself. According to quantum physics, you are not living a single, linear life. You are, at every moment, standing at the center of an infinite field of potential realities, a superposition of every possible outcome. Imagine them as countless, parallel threads of time, all extending from the point where you are now. Every choice you could make, every path you could take, exists as a dormant, unmanifested timeline. For most of your life, You have moved through this field unconsciously. Your reality felt solid, singular, because your energy, your dominant thoughts, beliefs, and emotions were scattered, activating countless timelines with low levels of probability. You were a dim, diffused light in a sea of possibilities, but then you began the work. You focused. You clarified your intention. You did the deep internal healing required to hold a consistent emotional frequency aligned with the victory you desired. With every meditation, every affirmation, every difficult choice to operate from faith instead of fear, you began to funnel your energy. You stopped powering thousands of mediocre timelines and started pouring the full force of your consciousness into one. That timeline began to glow. Out of the infinite superposition, one reality started to vibrate with such intensity, such high probability, that it gained energetic mass. It became gravitationally dominant. This is your victory timeline. It is no longer just a faint possibility, it is a near certainty. An event horizon that is beginning to pull your present moment towards it. The quantum echo you are hearing, the synchronicities you are seeing. This video appearing now, these are the first tangible effects of its gravitational pull. Your future is literally reaching back through time and rearranging the present to ensure its own birth. This is timeline convergence explained simple. Your future has already happened, and it's now broadcasting its signal back to your present. Your only job is to tune in. But here is the critical problem. This is the point where so many conscious creators fail, right at the 1-yard line. The signal from your victory timeline, that quantum echo, is pure, coherent, and incredibly high frequency. It is the frequency of peace, of certainty, of already having it. But you are still standing in your present moment reality, which is filled with the residual noise of your old self, the years of doubt, the programming of lackey, the cellular memory of past failures. This creates a chaotic, low-frequency field around you. It is energetic static. This is the central problem. It is not that your victory is not real or not coming. It is that its signal is being distorted by the interference of your present moment reality, the fear you feel, the doubt that creeps in, the sudden urge to self-sabotage. That is not you. That is the static. It is the phantom echo of a timeline that is already dead, fighting for its existence as your new reality overwrites it. This is why we must now engage in a deliberate, conscious process, a protocol designed specifically for this final, delicate phase. I call it the victory convergence lock-in. This is not another technique for manifesting. You have already done that. This is a protocol for signal clarification. It is the process of methodically identifying and eliminating every source of static in your field, so that your personal frequency becomes a perfect or crystal clear receiver for the quantum echo of the win that is already yours. And this reveals why all the old methods suddenly stop working at this stage. Why do you think the hustle and grind mentality, which may have served you in the past, now feels so heavy, so counterproductive? Because hustling, striving, and trying harder are actions born from the frequency of not having it yet. Effort at this stage is a declaration of lack. It is you screaming into the universe, "I'm still trying to get it," which creates a deafening static that completely drowns out the quiet confident whisper from your future that says, "I am already here. The work of pursuit is over. The internal construction is complete. You have built the vessel." Any further effort is like a carpenter who has finished building a beautiful ship continuing to hammer nails into its hull. It doesn't strengthen the ship. It threatens to sink it. Think about your old life for a moment. Has it started to feel strangely distant, or like a movie you've already seen? That feeling is a key indicator. It's proof that your consciousness is already detaching from that timeline, that its signal is growing weaker. To try and operate from that old model of force and effort is to attempt to re-sync with a reality you have already outgrown. It is an act of energetic regression. This requires a new paradigm, a complete reversal of your perceived role in this process. You have spent your whole journey trying to build a bridge to a distant, beautiful future. You have gathered the materials, you have laid the foundation, you have worked tirelessly. But now, as you stand at the edge of the chasm, you must realize the truth. Your future has already extended a bridge back to you. It is golden, it is solid, it is complete. Your only task now is not to build, but to walk, to stop all frantic activity and simply allow yourself to be pulled across by the gravitational force of the victory that is already waiting. This is a shift from force to faith, from active pursuit to masterful, conscious surrender. It is an act of profound alignment, not of willpower. You are not pushing the river. You are simply allowing its current to carry you home. For years, you have been taught to see yourself as a radio receiver. Your only job, they said, was to painstakingly tune your dial through the static of your limiting beliefs, hoping to catch a faint signal from a distant future, a future where you had already won. You have been working on your frequency, on your vibration, on your alignment, all with the goal of becoming a better receiver. But what if that entire model is fundamentally flawed? What if the constant effort of tuning, the anxiety of getting the frequency just right, is the very thing creating the static? Here lies the central paradox of creation. We believe we are here, in the present, desperately trying to build a bridge to a victorious future. We are pushing, striving, willing it into existence. The mind-bending, reality-shattering truth is the exact opposite. Your victorious future self is desperately trying to reach you. They are the one extending the bridge back through time. The win you are seeking is not a distant, uncertain possibility you are trying to create. It is a concrete, established reality that is actively trying to pull you forward. That quantum echo we spoke of, it's not some random cosmic phenomenon. It is a deliberate, targeted broadcast. And the broadcast is coming from you, the infinitely powerful, peaceful, and successful version of you who has already won is the one sending the signal. They are the one who orchestrated the synchronicities. They are the one who cleared the path. They are the one who ensured this video, this specific message, would find you at this exact moment of convergence. This changes everything. Instantly, the entire game flips on its head. The desperate striving can cease. The frantic effort can dissolve. The fear that you might mess it up becomes an impossibility. Why? Because the most powerful player in this game is the version of you that already holds the trophy. You can stop trying to predict the path and start collaborating with the guide who has already walked it. The win is no longer just possible. It's not even probable. It becomes an orchestrated, inevitable event, a homecoming, a reunion. You are not trying to manifest a new reality from scratch. You are simply allowing a pre-existing, more dominant reality to finally merge with your point of perception. You can't fail at a task that has already been completed by your own higher self. Your only job is to allow the completion to be revealed. This requires a profound shift in your approach. Your role changes from that of a seeker to that of an anchor. A seeker is always looking, always outside of themselves, always feeling a sense of lack. Their energy is one of forward-leaning desperation. They are forever climbing a mountain, their eyes fixed on a summit they can't quite reach. An anchor is different. An anchor is solid, grounded, a point of immense stability and power. You are not climbing the mountain. You are the anchor point on the ground, holding the rope with absolute certainty as your future self, who is already at the summit, effortlessly descends to meet you. Your only task is to hold the frequency of that certainty, to be the stable, unwavering point in the present moment that allows the future to lock into place. What if every challenge of the last few months wasn't a setback, but a final exam meticulously designed by your future self to prepare you for this exact moment of convergence? What if every moment of doubt was a test of your ability to hold the anchor steady in the storm? Every person who walked away was making space. Every plan that fell apart was clearing a path for a far grander one. It was all a curriculum, a training ground to forge you into the perfect anchor for the reality that was waiting. This is how to lock in a new timeline. You stop trying to transmit a request to the universe and realize you are receiving a directive from your own future. And in that realization, your very identity transforms. You are no longer a hopeful candidate for success. You are no longer an anxious aspirant, praying that your dreams come true. You are the past self of a guaranteed victor. You are a historical figure to your own future. You are simply playing out the final, triumphant scenes of a story that has already been written. The suspense is gone. The outcome is secured. All that is left is for you to walk through the remaining scenes with the calm, unshakable confidence of someone who has already read the final page. You are not becoming the person who wins. You are remembering that you already have. This revelation isn't a theory. It is a lived experience. It is a tangible reality that you are already living right now. Your future self isn't just sending you a vague feeling or a hopeful wish. It is actively leaving clues in your present reality. Quantum fingerprints designed to guide you through this final, delicate phase. I call these the convergence signatures. These are the undeniable, often counterintuitive, markers that prove the broadcast from your victorious future is being received. You have been experiencing them, but you have been misinterpreting them. You've been reading them through the lens of your old timeline, seeing them as problems to be solved, not as confirmations to be embraced. Today, that changes. I am going to reveal the 3 primary convergence signatures that your future self is leaving for you right now, so you can move from intellectual understanding to a deep, cellular conviction that your win is already here. The first, and perhaps most unsettling, signature is what I call the shedding of the old. Think about your life just a few months ago. Your job, your daily routines, your social circles, even the hobbies that once defined you. Now, feel into them today. Do they suddenly feel distant, hollow? Like you're watching a movie about someone else's life. You might go through the motions at work, but the fire is gone. You might meet with old friends, but the conversations feel like echoes from a language you no longer speak. This is not depression. It is not apathy. It is a profound energetic incompatibility. Your very being, your atomic signature, is recalibrating to the higher frequency of your victory timeline. As your frequency rises to meet the incoming quantum echo of your success, everything that belongs to the lower frequency of your old reality must naturally fall away. It can no longer resonate with you. It's like trying to play a cassette tape in a quantum computer. The formats are incompatible. This shedding process can feel isolating. It can feel like you're losing your mind or losing your identity, but you are not losing anything that is meant for you. You are simply making space. Your future self is orchestrating a grand clearing, ensuring that when the victory fully materializes in your 3D reality, there is nothing present that can contaminate its frequency. That job you no longer care about. It's because your future self already has the career that fulfills you. Those relationships that feel drained of life. They belong to a version of you that no longer exists. Do not cling to the dead leaves. Recognize this shedding for what it is, the most powerful confirmation that your new reality is so close, so dominant, that it is literally pushing the old one out of existence. You are outgrowing your past in real time. The second convergence signature is even more paradoxical. It is the irrational calm in the chaos. Your external world might still be in flux. There might be financial pressures, logistical challenges, a storm of uncertainty that, on paper, should be causing you immense stress and anxiety. Your logical mind might be screaming that you should be panicking. And yet, deep inside, beneath the surface noise of the mind, there is a stillness, an illogical peace, a quiet, unshakable certainty that everything is going to be okay. More than okay, it is a feeling that has no logical basis in your current circumstances, and that is precisely why it is so significant. This is not denial. This is not wishful thinking. This is resonance. Your central nervous system, the most sophisticated quantum receiver you possess, is already tuning into the settled, peaceful frequency of your post-victory timeline. It has locked onto the broadcast from your future self, the self who has already navigated the chaos, solved the problems, and is now living in the reality of the win. Your body is feeling the emotional reality of a future that has already happened. This calm is your anchor in the storm. It is the proof that while the waves of your old reality crash around you, the core of your being is already standing on the shore of your new one. When the world tells you to be afraid, and a quiet voice deep inside you whispers, "It is done," always trust the whisper. It is not a whisper from you. It is a broadcast from the you who has already won. And this leads to the third, and most explicit, convergence signature, the synchronistic echo chamber. You've noticed it. You may have dismissed it, but you have noticed it. The sudden, undeniable acceleration of synchronicities. It's not just seeing 11:11 on the clock once in a while. It's seeing it every single day, It's thinking of a long-lost friend and receiving a text from them an hour later. It's having a problem and then overhearing a stranger in a coffee shop discussing the exact solution. It's hearing the same obscure song or phrase in 3 different places in a single day. And it is this video, this very message finding you at this exact moment in your life, is the pinnacle of this phenomenon. These are not random coincidences. The universe is not a random place. It is a finely tuned system of energetic resonance. This echo chamber is the universe confirming that the signal path between your future self and your present self is wide open, clear, and fully operational. Your future self is using the fabric of reality itself to leave you breadcrumbs, to tap you on the shoulder and say, "I am here. You are on the right path. Do not waver." Each synchronicity is a pulse of confirmation, a GPS marker pinging your location and reassuring you that you are heading directly toward your destination. The signal is getting stronger. The echo is getting louder. The convergence is accelerating. You must stop dismissing these events. You must stop calling them coincidences and start calling them what they are. Evidence. They are data points. They are receipts from the universe confirming your order has been placed and is now in transit. These are not random events. They are GPS markers from your future self saying, "You are on the right path. Keep going." You have been given the map. You have been shown the signs. Your job now is not to question the directions, but to recognize them, to acknowledge them, and to walk the path with the conviction of someone who knows, without a shadow of a doubt, where they are going. Comment which of the 3 convergence signatures you're experiencing most intensely right now. Let's create a field of collective validation in the comments. I want to witness your shift. You understand it. You see the evidence in the world around you. You have read the quantum fingerprints your future self has left as a trail of breadcrumbs leading you to this exact point. But to know is not enough. To see is not enough. Now, you must become it. This is the moment we close the loop. We move beyond the intellectual and into the somatic, the cellular, the undeniable truth of lived experience. We are going to calibrate your entire being to the victory frequency. This is where you don't just tune into the signal, you become the instrument, perfectly resonating with the music of a future that is already yours. This is the lock-in. So, if it is safe for you to do so, I invite you to gently close your eyes, take a slow, deep breath in, and as you exhale, release the day, release the noise, release the persona you have been playing. Let it all fall away. Bring your awareness to the quiet space within you, the space behind your thoughts, the silent witness that has been observing your entire journey. Now, from this place of stillness, I want you to sense the reality of your victorious future self. Don't try to visualize their face or their clothes. This is not about creating an image. This is about feeling a presence. Sense them. They are not a dream. They are not a hope. They are a concrete, energetic reality existing at a different coordinate in space-time. Feel their presence just beyond the veil of your current perception. It might feel like a warmth at your back, a sense of profound calm settling over the room, or a quiet, unshakable strength in the core of your being. This is the real you, the you who has already solved the puzzles, the you who has navigated every challenge, the you who is living in the complete fulfillment of the win you have been moving toward. Feel their peace. It is a peace born not of passivity, but of accomplishment. Feel their certainty. It is a certainty that comes from knowing the outcome is secured. Feel their power. It is a quiet, integrated power that has no need to prove itself. Simply be with that presence for a moment. Acknowledge it. This is not a stranger. This is your own highest potential. Realized. You are sensing a memory of your own future. Now feel that presence turn its full attention toward you. This is the moment of connection. Feel them, this victorious version of you, reaching back through time, not with pity, but with profound love and respect for the part of the journey you are completing right now. They know exactly what it took for you to get here, and from the very center of their heart, see or feel a beautiful, brilliant cord of golden light extending directly toward you. It moves effortlessly through time and space. This is not a tether you are trying to grab. It is a connection they are intentionally establishing with you. Watch as this radiant cord of light connects directly to the center of your own heart. Feel the connection land, a gentle pulse of warmth, A click of recognition. The circuit is now complete. The bridge between your future and your present is not just open, it is active. You are now in direct, conscious communion with the you who has already won. And now, we calibrate. We use the breath, the most ancient and powerful tool for alchemy. On your next inhalation, I want you to consciously draw the frequency of your victorious self through that golden cord directly into your heart. Breathe it in. Inhale their unshakable certainty. Feel it flooding your chest, a solid, warm density that dissolves all doubt. Breathe in their profound peace. Let it pour into your bloodstream, traveling to every part of your body, soothing your nervous system, telling every cell that the struggle is over. Breathe in the pure emotional signature of their success. It's not arrogance. It's a quiet, expansive joy, a feeling of rightness, of destiny fulfilled. With every inhale, you are downloading the data of your accomplished future. Your cells are receiving the signal. They are remembering this frequency. Feel your entire energetic field begin to vibrate at this new, higher resonance. This is not affirmation. This is recalibration. Your body is accepting the quantum echo as its new dominant reality. The static of your old timeline, the fear, the worry, the impatience, is being overwritten by the pure, clear signal of your victory. You are not reaching for it. You are receiving it. You are not hoping for it. You are embodying it. Now, on your next exhale, I want you to release everything that is not in resonance with this golden frequency. Exhale every last remnant of doubt. Exhale the story that this is too good to be true. Exhale the fear that you will somehow mess it up. That is the phantom echo of a timeline that is no longer yours. Let it go. With each out-breath, you are purging the static. You are purifying the signal. Inhale the gold of victory. Exhale the gray of doubt. Do this one more time. A deep, conscious inhalation, drawing in the full, embodied reality of your success, and a complete, total exhalation, releasing the final ghosts of the past. You are now one being, operating across 2 points in time. The convergence is no longer something you are observing. It is complete within you. The lock-in is done. The inner state is now secured. Gently, slowly, begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Feel the chair beneath you, the air on your skin. When you are ready, you can open your eyes. As you come back to this moment, what is the single word that captures the pure emotional frequency of your victory? Freedom, peace, certainty. Find your word. Let it rise from this new state of being. Hold that word. It is your key. It is your anchor. It is the new name of your reality. You are no longer a person hoping for a win. You are the physical anchor for a victory that has already happened. Operate from this identity. The inner state is secured. The frequency is calibrated. But you are still a being in a physical world, a world of action and choice. This is where many people falter. They have the internal breakthrough, but fail to translate it into a new, external reality. They allow the anchor to drift. You will not. You are now a convergence anchor. Think of yourself this way. You are a living, breathing anchor point for this new, victorious timeline. Your every thought, every word, every action either drives that anchor deeper into the bedrock of this new reality, making it unshakable, or it loosens the chain, allowing the currents of the old timeline to pull you back into familiar waters. From this moment forward, your mission is to strengthen that anchor with deliberate, conscious practice. It is simple, it is powerful, and it begins now. Here's how to lock in a new timeline with 3 daily operating principles. The first tool is a decision-making matrix I call the Future Self-Dialogue. It is the only filter you will ever need again. Before any choice, and big or small, from how you answer an email, to what you eat for lunch, to whether you make that phone call you've been dreading, you will pause. You will close your eyes for a single second, and you will ask one question. How would the version of me who has already won handle this? Not the version who is about to win, not the version who is hoping to win, the version for whom this victory is an old memory, a settled fact. Would they act from a place of scarcity or abundance? Would they negotiate from a position of weakness or of undeniable value? Would they speak with hesitation or with the calm certainty of someone who knows the outcome is already secured? The answer will come instantly. It will feel like a clean, clear, resonant bell in a silent room. That is the voice of your new timeline. Your only job is to obey that voice without question. This single question collapses all other potential choices. It cuts through the fog of doubt and analysis paralysis. It is the ultimate compass, perpetually oriented toward your victory. Use it for everything. The second tool is designed to manage the inevitable static from your past. It's called starving the old timeline. Thoughts of fear, doubt, and lack will arise. They are programmed into your neurology. They will feel real. They will feel urgent. But you must understand what they are now. They are phantom echoes from a dead timeline. They are ghosts. They are memories of a reality you no longer inhabit. When a thought like, what if this doesn't work, or I don't deserve this appears, you will no longer fight it. You will no longer argue with it or try to suppress it. You will simply see it for what it is, a signal from a disconnected reality. You will acknowledge it without emotion, the way you might notice a cloud passing in the sky, and then you will refuse to give it your energy. Your attention is the food that keeps a timeline alive. By refusing to engage, you are starving the old one. You are cutting off its life support. Imagine those thoughts are like spam emails from an address you've already blocked. You see the subject line, you recognize it as junk, and you delete it without ever opening the message. Do this relentlessly. Acknowledge the ghost, but do not invite it in for tea. Starve the old, feed the new. The third and final practical tool is the evidence log. This is non-negotiable for the next 7 days. Get a physical notebook. Your brain's reticular activating system is a filter. It is programmed to show you what it believes is important for your survival, which is usually based on your past. We are now going to consciously and aggressively reprogram it. For the next 7 days, you will become a detective, a hunter of evidence. Your sole mission is to find and physically write down every single piece of proof, no matter how small, that confirms your new reality is manifesting. Did someone offer you a compliment out of the blue? Write it down. Did you find a parking spot right in front of the store? Write it down. Did a piece of financial news appear that benefits your industry? Write it down. Did you feel a moment of unprovoked joy? Describe it and write it down. These are not coincidences. These are the ripples of your anchored timeline becoming solid. By documenting them, you are training your brain to see the new reality as the default perception. You are building a mountain of undeniable proof that rewires your neurology in real time. After 7 days of this practice, your perception of reality will be permanently altered. The new timeline will no longer be something you are reaching for. It will be the very ground beneath your feet. These are the tools: the future self-dialogue, starving the old timeline, and the evidence log. This isn't a one-time event you just experienced. It is a permanent state of being you must now choose to inhabit. It is a choice you make, moment by moment, with every thought you entertain, every feeling you embody, and every action you take. What is the very first action, no matter how small, you will take from the perspective of the person who has already won? Decide on it now. You now possess the understanding, the embodied feeling, and the practical tools of the Victory Convergence lock-in. You have secured the timeline. Take a breath and feel the magnitude of that statement. You arrived here, perhaps minutes ago, hoping for a sign, anxious about the future. You are leaving as the conscious engineer of a new reality. You have moved from being a simple radio receiver, passively waiting for a signal from the future, to becoming the broadcast tower itself, a powerful collaborator with your highest destiny. But this evolution does not stop there. This is the point where most people falter because they believe the work is done. They achieve the breakthrough. They touch the new reality, and then they slowly, unconsciously, drift back. The receiver becomes the tower. But the final stage of mastery is realizing you are the entire cosmic network. You are the architect of the invisible pathways upon which these signals travel. You are capable of initiating, managing, and sustaining multiple convergences at will. This is your true potential. But locking in the win is only the first phase. The second, more critical phase is stabilizing your life within that new reality. How do you prevent what I call quantum drift, the subtle magnetic tendency for your old reality, with all its familiar habits, thought patterns, and energetic signatures, to try and pull you back?
You felt it, the thunder of your win echoing back through time. Those synchronicities, that unshakable calm amid chaos, they're not coincidences. They're GPS signals from the you who's already triumphed. Right now, pause. Breathe in your future certainty. Exhale the old timeline's ghosts. Commit to one action today as the anchor of your victory. Ask, what would my winning self do? Your breakthrough isn't coming, it's here, converging. Walk the golden bridge. Subscribe, hit the bell, and step into the reality that's always been yours. The win awaits. Don't drift back.